So we're working on this video project. We've made a video. This video happens to have 4 photos that are used in it, and we're going to continue this project by learning how to put in titles. So first we have to open back our project in Splice. So however we get back to Splice, we need to open it up, and then we go to our project. And sometimes Splice will crash, so be patient if it does that. And we're going to put a title in the front. So to add a clip, you need to just touch where you want to add it, and you can either add on the left or the right, before or after. So I'm going to add before, we're going to add before the first clip. Okay, what we're going to add is not a video or photo, not a transition, but a title. Splice's titling is quite simple. You just touch where it says touch to add title, and then let's put in our title. So in this case, it's going to be Nature Movie by, and then your first name with a capital, and your last name. Okay, Nature Movie by, first name, and then last name. All right, once you have that in there, then you click Done, and now you can either keep it all on one line, you can slide it over by using one finger, or preferably you can make it bigger. As big as possible, really. Okay. If you can get it on 2 lines, that's really good. You definitely want first and last name together. And if possible, nature and movie on the same line. So I guess that's your goal. Nature and movie on the same line, your first name and last name on the same line. If you can't get it quite like that, well, you should be able to. The by, it doesn't matter if the by is on one line or the other. I'm going to leave it just like that. All right, so my duration is set for 3 seconds. It'll show for 3 seconds. Once you've got it all set, click Done. And there you go. You have a credits. Press Preview at the top right. I should say you have a titles, and that's an intro title because it's at the beginning. Nature Movie by John Smith. And now we're zooming out. And we're zooming across, and so forth. So I'm going to exit out of that, go back to the project. Now let's go to the very end and add a title at the very end. Title, so I'll slow down and show that again. You touch the last clip, you press the plus that is after the last clip, and we're going to add a title, and tap to enter your text. And just for fun and to be nice, let's type "Have a great day." And yes, please type this exactly like this, especially if you are in class in school, because your teacher will probably grade you on having it exactly like this. Hint, hint. Okay, so have a great day. Done. Enlarge that. Have a great day. Have a great day. That would probably be the best way to read it. Have a great day. Okay, 3 seconds. Done. And now our movie's total duration is 19 seconds. So that's how to add titles. All right. Now, there's another thing that we can add to make our movie a little bit more interesting, and that's called a transition. We are going to try to add a transition between our first photo and our second photo, and we're going to see what that transition looks like. So press the plus in between the first photo and the second photo and put in a transition. A transition is going to show up like this. Normally, transitions are used every once in a while in a movie to show that we're going from one location to a different location. So if part of the movie was set in Michigan and another part was set in Florida, then there would be some sort of a transition, usually between scenes in Michigan and scenes in Florida. Or if a lot of time is passing, if it's going like from one day to the next day, we might have a transition. Right now it has the fade transition. Let's edit and see what our choices are. I think our only choices are to change the transition. So let's just for fun do the fall. Okay, fall, that one right there. Done. Now, what I'm not sure of is how long this transition is going to go. I'm guessing it's about a 1 second transition, which means it's going to overlap these two clips by 1 second. It's going to be like they're laying on top of each other. Let's press preview and see how that looks. Actually, I know that's what it's going to do, because if you look at the duration, no longer is it 19 seconds, it's now 18 seconds. So the entire movie moved this way by about 1 second. If these were video clips where people were talking, we would not want to have people talking in the last 1 second on this side and the first 1 second on that side, because when you slide them over the top of each other, the people would be talking at the same time. Okay, so that's important to keep in mind. Go ahead and click preview, play it. We've got our 3-second title. We've got 2 seconds before we go to our drop down. So that's our transition. There's our zoom in. Let's add a transition between each one. Go ahead and choose a transition. Now I'll remind you how to put these in. You just look where is there no transition, press, add a transition, pencil, transition choice, and choose a choice. So let's do a different one each time. You can go ahead and choose whichever one you want. That's totally up to you. I'm going to do a couple quickly here. Oops, not title. Gotta get rid of that. How do I get rid of that? There. Delete can, trash can. Okay, I'm going to try it again. Transition. And I think I used that one. I'll use that one now. All right, so now we have 3 transitions, one between each clip. Okay. Could also put transitions here and here. Why don't we go ahead and do that, just to make it kind of fun, a little more fun. Crossfade in that one, and then over here, transition, and I'm going to put the slide left on that one. All right, now you'll notice your movie is shorter, because for every 1 second transition you put in, it makes your movie shorter by 1 second. So let's play it now. And again, if you need to pause this, go ahead and pause this video. So there's the transition, another transition, another transition, another transition, final transition. So a lot more exciting. Back to project. And let's look at just a couple more features in here. Go to your first picture and press the pencil. Effects. Click on FX for effects, and we'll see what our effects are. So we've got several effects that we could use on that apple. And for example, we could go negative, which reverses the colors, black and white, sepia tone, which is the same as black and white, except it's all brownish, or sketch. These are very rarely used unless someone is feeling very artistic and has a vision for how they want to use them. But for the first clip and just for a moment, let's go ahead and try one. Let's try changing it to negative. I think the red apple will turn green. In my case, of course, you might have a different clip. It does not show that here, so we're going to have to press preview, and we'll see what it looks like. Yep. I might have a hard time identifying whatever that was. Okay. So we can take that effect off just by clicking, I'll slow down for a second, click on the pencil, click on effects, and go back to none, and click done. Now when you're working on your own project, of course, at home or anywhere else, it's totally up to you what you do for your effects. All right. In our next video, we will look at adding sound to our movie.